Alright guys, welcome to the Real Life Football Manager. Welcome to Cheshire Lancashire. Look, we're third in the league, we're plodding along. I've got a system I like, I'm going to back it. I'm going to train the team up to get used to it. They generally like it. It can be sloppy, but we've got younger defenders. But it can get goals as well. Here it is. Bit of an overload, gag and press. I know I keep showing the tactics, boys, but people click on different videos and people might want to see. We've added some contracts in, some big contract news. Abdi, you know, this was a guy whose agents managed to sneak in a minimum fee release clause of nothing, so we managed to sign him on for another year and get a beefy one in there for the club. That's massive. Bobster. Again, he was another one. Must have been the same agent. Said no minimum fee. Sneaked it through the back door. He signed a new contract now. We've got that as a decent fee for himself. Abdi, absolutely essential there. Look at that stamina there, really. It's essential for our tactic. Same with Bobby, really. He's got good physique for his age. So the high pressing really does work in the midfield. Georgie boy's got a new contract. He just scores, doesn't he? He just scores goals. He's got that aerial ability. Okay, but I'm employing him as a deep line forward. He's a bit like, must be a gangly ballet dancer, to be fair. You got Jamie Morgan, who had every reason in the book to hate me. It's now just one reason. Just finding out to get me motivated, but he gets a new contract. So he's calmed down a bit. J-Mo. Big Dan Cowan. No reason why he weren't going to get a new contract. There's this thing over there. Askew, when I put him captain, it's probably the worst decision I've ever made in my life. And these players haven't let me forget it, to be honest. He was the highest leadership. Probably shows why we've been struggling, to be fair, because I didn't have many captains to look at. Anyway, on the scouting front, a few players I've been looking at. A few I'm gutted at. Because, you know, there's rules in this game, guys. I can't sign players unless they've played. Like this guy, I was going to show you, who's played for Man City, so he can sign. It's from a North West Counties club. I mean, look at this geezer here. Can't touch him. Absolute world beater. He'd absolutely smash it for me in goal. Be like a brick wall. Can't touch him. He's a southerner. He lives down south. The reason why, guys, I'm trying to, again, Kieran there. I'm trying to replicate real life, guys. These guys aren't going to come up for 200 quid a week from London to live in Chester. They can't do it. So it's unlikely that them type of moves happen. You do tend to see that players who go down into the lower leagues, they generally come from where the area of like the bigger club that they were on the YTS from. So yeah, there's a lot of guys who've got to bite my lip. I've got to bite my lip. I'm looking at some of the clubs they've played for, and I get excited, guys. I really do want to see a Man City maybe, or even like a Tranmere. I get excited and I'm thinking, oh, okay. I mean, this guy here, I'm sure, although he's a winger and he's a great winger, he'd have to, whether he'd fit my system or not, but he plays for Salford, okay, in Greater Manchester. He would qualify, so I'll be keeping an eye on him. This list I've got here, guys, that I'm scrolling through, these are guys whose contracts are expiring in the summer. So anyway, let's get to some team action. We've got Guiseley away. It's a tricky game. I don't like it. But you know what? We've been playing well. The only thing I've got with this system, and as you can see on the 3D there, is not the 3D, the 2D. It's narrow. It's narrow. And I think you do see the odd goal getting in from crosses. I suppose as the players technically get better, I'm hoping that midfield three would kind of press. Yeah, in there. There's Georgie boy celebrating an extension to his contract. Lovely finish. We've had a few games in close succession here, so I'm going to have to keep an eye. I mean, this is something I've been trying here, and it seems to have worked, but it's FM suicide, by the way, if you'd ever do it normally. just seems to work at the moment. It's time wasting when you get the lead. The games go quick. I mean, look, we're on 65 already. But I've got to be keeping an eye on condition here because, guys, we've got games thick and fast. They've been having 3 games a week for the past. We've managed to progress in the FA Trophy quite a bit. I think the reason why we have, because I've been resting players, is just, I think it's more the look of the draw. We've just had poor teams. Who else here? Let me take. I think Morgan's got to come on for the Askew. Hardy's no good in there, to be fair. I'm going to just put him on the right. He's just terrible up front. Oh, come on. Behave. Like, come on. How many times has that happened when you just... Cause if I didn't touch anything, is this game so reactive sometimes that whatever you do, that's the wrong thing, so you get punished with a goal? Is football that black and white? We've come down the side where I've made the subs. I've put Hardy on the right and there's a throw into nothing. That's just annoying, that is absolutely annoying. If I'd have just left it and just let the players gas out a bit more, I'd have had a result here. I'd have had a 1-0. See a nice little tidy bit of play there, but... And again, look, we play well, we pass well. There was a game, they weren't looking like scoring at all there. That's absolutely done me nothing there, to be fair. Look, the developments of Edmondson there, he's still young. No ground gained at all. Still some green there, guys. We've got Spennymoor at home next. Look, here's the FA Trophy thing I was talking about. This was a great game. We smashed Hereford. I mean, to be fair to Hereford, they're a top team. But to be fair, when I looked at the list of the players they had out, they must have had about 7 players out. So they're absolutely cream crackered. So I had to kind of keep it cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to show you now. I couldn't get too excited with that result, even though we played marvellous and we battered them. And then a draw away to Guiseley, okay, in normal circumstances, not the worst result in the world, but we're playing well enough to get the result there. It's really frustrating the way FM is